Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Buckle up because what I'm about to tell you has the potential to shake up the NFC North in a way that we haven't seen in quite some time. The recent trade news involving Trey Lance has sent ripples through the NFL, and naturally, the Chicago Bears are right in the middle of this whirlwind. Yes, you heard it right. Trey Lance, the young quarterback who's been searching for a place to carve out his path in the league, might soon be donning the navy blue and orange of our beloved Bears. And trust me, this isn't just any rumor. It's a strategic move that could redefine our quarterback room and, quite possibly, our entire outlook for the upcoming season. Let's step back a bit and look at how we got here. Trey Lance, drafted by the San Francisco 49ers in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft, has always been a player filled with potential. He's a guy with a rocket arm, great mobility, and a competitive edge that's clear every time he steps on the field. But like many young quarterbacks, his journey has been a roller coaster. After a few injury setbacks and limited opportunities to fully showcase his talent, Lance found himself in a bit of a limbo. The 49ers, with their already established star in Brock Purdy and the return of Trey's former college coach, Kyle Shanahan, didn't seem to see a clear path for Lance to become the starter anytime soon. That's when the Chargers came into play, signing him in free agency on a one-year deal, with the hope of developing him as a backup to Justin Herbert. Now, here's where it gets interesting. With the Chargers, Trey Lance has been given a fresh shot, and all eyes will be on him as he gets the start in the Hall of Fame game against the Detroit Lions. This isn't just any preseason game. It's a stage for him to show that he's made significant strides over the offseason, especially under the guidance of offensive coordinator Greg Roman and head coach Jim Harbaugh, both of whom are known for their innovative offensive schemes and their ability to develop quarterbacks. Lance's performance in this game will be crucial. It's his chance to prove that he's more than just a project, that he can command an NFL offense and handle pressure against a tough NFC North opponent. But here's the kicker. The NFL landscape is always changing, and teams are constantly on the lookout for upgrades, especially at the quarterback position. The Bears, with their new head coach Ben Johnson, are no different. Johnson, known for his offensive ingenuity and dynamic play calling, is eager to build a competitive roster that can contend for the playoffs and perhaps even make a deep run. And while Caleb Williams is currently the franchise's starting quarterback, he's still young and unproven at this level. There have been some struggles early on, and the backup situation behind him isn't exactly inspiring confidence. Tyson Bagent has shown flashes, but let's be honest, he's not exactly a seasoned veteran who can step in and steady the ship if Caleb hits a rough patch. This is why the potential acquisition of Trey Lance is so intriguing for the Bears. Imagine the possibilities. Lance, with his athletic ability and arm talent, could bring a new dimension to our offense. His experience, albeit limited, combined with the coaching of Ben Johnson, could unlock his full potential. We're talking about a quarterback who has already thrown for over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, along with nearly 300 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Those are impressive numbers for someone who hasn't even had a full season as a starter. The Bears could see him as a perfect complement to Caleb Williams, adding depth and competition, which is always healthy for a team pushing for excellence. And let's not forget, Lance's style of play fits well with Johnson's offensive philosophy. Johnson is known for his creative schemes, his ability to adapt to his players' strengths, and his willingness to take calculated risks. Lance's mobility and arm strength could be harnessed to stretch defenses and create big plays down the field. It's a combination that could truly elevate the Bears' offense from good to great. Plus, in the NFL, having a talented backup who can step in and perform is invaluable. We've seen it time and time again. Injuries happen, games get tight, and a reliable second option can be the difference between winning and losing. Now, you might be wondering, what about the Chargers? Well, trading Trey Lance would impact their depth at quarterback. They currently have Justin Herbert as their clear starter and Taylor Heinicke as their backup. Losing Lance might weaken their backup options slightly, but it's a move that teams like the Bears could see as a smart investment, especially if Lance shows the progress he's capable of in the preseason. Remember, the NFL is a league of opportunities, and Lance's trade value could skyrocket if he performs well in these upcoming games. The Bears could be the perfect landing spot for him, giving him the chance to compete for the starting role in the near future, maybe even as soon as this season. What's also fascinating is how this move fits into the bigger picture. The Bears are transitioning into a new era with Ben Johnson calling plays, trying to establish a high-powered, explosive offense that can keep defenses on their heels. Adding a quarterback like Lance, who has the raw tools and the potential to develop further, aligns perfectly with that vision. It's about building a competitive, versatile, and unpredictable offense that can adapt to whatever defenses throw at them. And if Lance can show significant improvement during the preseason, particularly in the limited snaps he's been able to take, his trade stock will only grow. This is a key point because NFL teams value quarterbacks who can step in and make an impact, whether in relief or as a future starter. Lance's ability to improve and adapt under a schematically friendly coach like Johnson could turn him into a valuable asset, not just for the 2025 season, but for years to come. The Bears are in a unique position to capitalize on this, especially considering their current quarterback situation and the need for depth behind Caleb Williams. Plus, the NFL is always about the future. If Lance impresses during the preseason, his trade value for 2026 and beyond could soar. This could be a move that not only helps the Bears immediately, but also sets them up for long-term success by acquiring a quarterback with untapped potential. The NFL is a league where a single season can change everything, and a trade like this could be the catalyst for a new chapter in Chicago Bears history. Now, let's talk a little about the NFC North, because this division is shaping up to be more competitive than ever. The Detroit Lions, who are about to face Lance in the Hall of Fame game, have been improving steadily. They've got a solid roster, and their defense has been impressive in recent seasons. If Lance can handle that challenge, it's a good sign that he's ready for the NFL's toughest defenses. The Lions' aggressive style could serve as a benchmark for Lance's development, and his performance could influence how the Bears approach their quarterback situation moving forward. So, what does all this mean for us, the Bears fans? Well, it means that we're on the cusp of something exciting. The possibility of Trey Lance becoming part of our team isn't just about adding another player. It's about upgrading our quarterback room and increasing our chances to compete at the highest level. Whether Lance ends up as a starter or a high-quality backup, his presence could push Caleb Williams to elevate his game, creating a healthy competition that benefits everyone. It's about building a future with options, with talent, and with the determination to finally break through that playoff barrier and contend for a Super Bowl once again. And remember, this is just the beginning. The upcoming preseason will be crucial for Lance's trajectory, and the Bears' front office will be watching closely. If he impresses, the trade discussions will likely heat up, and we could see him in Chicago sooner rather than later. The NFL is unpredictable, but one thing is certain. The Chicago Bears are positioning themselves to be more competitive than ever in 2025, and Trey Lance could be a key part of that puzzle. So stay tuned, Bears fans, because the next few weeks are going to be very interesting. The NFL never sleeps, and neither do we, so make sure you keep your eyes peeled for updates, analysis, and all the latest news right here. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Finally, I want to hear from you, the real Bears fans. What do you think about this potential move? Do you believe Trey Lance can be the guy who helps us finally reach that elusive Super Bowl? Would you be happy seeing him compete with Caleb Williams, or do you think we should stick with what we have? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion really matters to us and to the future of the Chicago Bears. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, analysis, and all the latest news from Hollis Hall and beyond. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, bear down.